Morning, everyone, and welcome to day 4 in our 7-day Beach Babe or My Smart Start 10-minute workouts. You are officially halfway there in the first 7-day segment journey. Super, super proud of you. Keep motivated and keep strong, and let's get started with our day 4 workout. So today we're going to be concentrating on cardio. So it's going to be a little bit like the previous cardio day that we did, slightly different. We're going to be doing 10 exercises, 40 seconds in duration with a 20-second rest. So press pause, set your interval timers, and grab a sip of water and get ready to go with the warm-up. Standing in good posture, we're going to reach for the sky, stretch up high, elongate. Take some deep breaths, rolling our shoulders, filling our lungs with lots of air. I always like to start workouts with clearing the mind. So this is your time. This is not your time to think about laundry or your conference call at noon. If you have that thought enter your mind, acknowledge it, then ask it to pass. We also want to set up your intention for today. Like I said, this is your time. This is your time for your mind and your body to connect, for you to do the workout because you know that you're doing an amazing thing and you're going to feel amazing afterwards. And let's begin our warm-up. High knees, touching our hands, alternating, light on the toes, remaining in great posture. So that means shoulders down and relaxed, chin up, belly button in. And you're going to hear me say that a lot during the workouts, belly button in. We don't want to contract our abs fully, but we want to make it seem like someone's pulling your belly button into your spine. So you just want to keep it tight, not necessarily contracted, but tight. So we're just getting the blood moving, and we're going to transition to a light jog. Again, light on our feet, light on our toes, no heavy heels. And please don't be a dead arm jogger. Use your arms. They are your leverage. They help with momentum. They help with balance. And of course, try to keep smiling. And into front jacks. So here we're not doing the typical jumping jack. We're just bringing our hands to shoulder height. Jacking out with our legs. Again, light on our toes. Keeping our knees over our feet. And of course, remember to breathe. Again, we're getting the body warmed up, the blood moving. We always stretch after we get some circulation going through our body. Your muscles are like elastic bands. So think of taking an elastic band out of the fridge or the freezer. It's going to be stiff. So we need to warm it up, get some blood moving, and then it'll be easier to stretch. Just do a light shakeout. Grab some water even if you need. A couple more deep breaths. And standing with your legs, feet forward, wider than shoulder width apart, gently bend over at the hips and touch the ground. Slight bend in your knees. You can circle with your arms, clockwise and counterclockwise. And remember to keep a slight bend in your knees. We don't want to hyperextend our knees. And then moving to one side, your right side, grabbing the back of your calf and pulling your chest, not your chin, your chest to your leg. Feeling that stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes. Transitioning to your left side, doing the same, pulling your chest to your thigh. And then try to reach back in between your legs, still keeping a nice bend in your knee. This feels amazing in the lower back. And coming up slowly, rolling up vertebrae for vertebrae. And last thing to come up is your chin. Runner's lunge. Lunge forward, keeping your knees over your toes. Back leg straight, chin up, good posture. Stretching out those hip flexors, and then switch. Quad stretch. Grab a chair if you need balance, like I did there. The biggest thing with the quad stretch too is to try to keep your knees in parallel with each other. You see a lot of people sort of bending forward and hiking their heel to their head. That's not the case. You want to keep your knees in line and straight, and then try to drive your heel to your bum. A couple more shoulder rolls. You can do a shoulder stretch here, bringing your opposite arm across your upper chest. Couple big barrel hugs, self-love, and alternate. And our swimmer stretch, alternating reaching for the sky, keeping the torso straight. Okay, right in, we're going to be starting with our first exercise, which is in and out squats. So this is a nice blend of our typical front squat with sort of a jumping jack leg motion. So you're going to start with the front squat, and as you push up through your heels, you're going to bring both feet together and land lightly on our toes, and then again extend out into that plank position, pushing that bum to the ground, pushing up and bringing your feet together. Okay, remember to go at your own pace. Couple more. And rest. It's a great high intensity workout, the in and out squat. So definitely, like I said, go at your own pace. If you can just do front squats to start, that is totally fine. And then make sure we challenge ourselves later on to do that in and out jacking motion. Our next exercise is plank mountain climbers. So in the plank position, nice straight line between our heels and the base of our neck and our shoulders. It'd be like we're running in place, driving those knees to our elbows. Core is tight, belly button in, and we're breathing through the exercise. Always remember to breathe. Again, this is a modified version. If you just want to slow down the cadence, do a sort of more of a stepping action than a run, that's totally fine too. Let's keep with it, keep strong. Amazing. A couple more, guys. Keep pushing, 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 and rest. Grab a sip of water, stretch out. Our next exercise is on the mat. So you want to stay on the mat. We're going to start again in the plank position. We're doing plank star in and out. So starting the plank position, we're going to doing that jacking motion again, extending our feet out into a V, landing light on our toes, and then bringing them in. Great exercise for the lower abs, outer and inner thighs. Take some balance and coordination. Got to keep that core tight. Light on the toes. Breathing through this exercise, not letting your hips dip. Here's a modified version that I'm showing, just a step touch, step touch. It's totally fine too. Going to work the same areas. A couple more, guys. Finish strong. And rest. Now our next exercise, I know you've heard of them. You may even have done them. Fantastic, full body, getting every muscle, everything working all at once. Take some coordination and practice. The burpee. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach for the ground, then jack our feet back into a plank position, jump them into a squat position, and reach for the sky. Just like this that they're showing. Jumping back, feet in, reaching for the sky. Core's got to be tight. We want a nice big jump back in a strong plank position. Feet coming forward as far as you can. If you want a more high intensity, you can add in a little jump here. Breathing, don't let your hips dip. A couple more, guys, push through. This is a big compound movement. Couple more, breathing. Push one more in. Awesome, and rest. Keep shaking it, shaking out. Remember, rest periods for grabbing water, doing a light stretch. Is a knee to elbow side shuffle, and we're going to be doing exactly that, doing a nice one-step shuffle across the width of your mat. When you get to the outside, bringing the inside knee up to your outside elbow in a crunching motion. You're going to stay upright more than this one, really crunching that knee into your elbow, keeping nice and fluid in your shuffle, light on your toes, a little bit of a hop in between. Really mind-body connecting, belly button in, nice and tight, feeling that someone's pulling that belly button into your spine. A couple more, guys. 3, 2, 1, relax. Rest, shake it out. Our next exercise, we're going to be doing something in honor of winter. Ice skaters. Love this exercise. It's very fluid. We're going to keep low, taking a step across our mat, bringing our inside leg behind the outside lead leg in a skating motion. Keeping a bend in our knees, our bum down. We're not standing up in between our glides and our steps. We're keeping that core tight to support our back as we're leaning over slightly. Using our arms just like speed skaters do. And really feeling that. And we should be feeling that in our outer glutes, in our quads, and even a little bit in our hamstrings. A couple more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Shake it out, shake it out. Have a sip of water if you need. You're going to be doing some fast feet, forward and back. Really self-explanatory. We just want quick feet, light, taking a step forward and then a step back. Remember, go at your own pace. You almost feel like you're doing a little bit of a cha-cha. That's okay. You want to keep low. We want to keep centered. We want to keep using your arms as leverage. And as soon as you get both feet front, you're taking both feet back. Both feet front and then both feet back. Fast feet. Alternate starting legs if you feel. If not, just keep going as you're comfortable. Fast feet, fast feet, fast feet. Keep going. Push, 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 push. Strong, strong, strong. Finish strong. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Definitely getting the heart rate up with those. They seem simple, but they get that heart rate up and get that blood moving, that is for sure. Same kind of premise, we're going to be doing the fast feet in and outs. So standing a little far with your feet farther apart, you're going to step out, then step in, step out, then step in. Quick feet. If you need to go slow just to get what the movement is and what the motion is, do that. You can do a slower version as shown here, even a step in, touch. And then definitely try to graduate and push yourself into the fast feet. Keeping in the low stance, belly button in, core tight, breathing. Knees bent, keeping the bum down slightly. Push through, push through. Couple more. Go, 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 guys. 3, 2, 1, rest. Doing awesome. This is a great cardio workout. Again, if you feel like you'd like to do these after the 7 days back to back, contact your YouFirst Wellness Ambassador. They will definitely guide you through that. Now transition, guys, right into butt kickers. We've done this before, using our arms, drawing our heels into our bum, nice and light on our toes, core's tight. Okay, we're not contracting the abs. We're keeping that belly button in towards our spine. We're breathing. Shoulders down and relax. Kick, 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 kick. Really kick those heels up. Sorry, kick those heels up. Couple more. And rest. Grab your water. One more exercise. We're doing all these athlete-inspired movements. We had speed skaters. Now we're doing a squat side punch is our next one. Couple more deep breaths. Feet wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to go into a basic front squat and then alternating with a cross jab punch. So keeping your both hands below your chin as you bring one knee up towards your chest. Cross jab punch with the opposite arm. Never hyperextending your elbows. Nice and quick with the movement. Using your abs to bring up that knee. Keeping it nice and fluid. A couple more. Done and done, guys. And right away, we want to start our cool down. Grab a sip of water. Never want to forget the cool down. We don't want to just walk away and start our day. We need to stretch out our muscles and thank them for what we just did. This knee into the tummy is a great quad stretch. Rotating the ankles. Getting that heart rate back down. Going into a quad stretch, holding onto something if you need, keeping those knees in line when you're stretching your quad. You don't want to tip over. You see some people bending over and pulling their leg to their head. You don't want that when you keep the knees in line and just pulling the ankle to the bum. People often ask, how long should I hold a stretch for? About 8 to 10 seconds. It is great. Some stretches are a little bit different and some have different types of movements. We just don't want to be bouncing. You know, there's some kind of dynamic stretching out there, but this program does not include that. So right now we want to get into our downward dog pose and then alternating, extending, and bringing our knee in, feeling that stretch between our calf and our hamstrings, alternating, knee in and extension. Again, coming down into child's pose, stretching out the arms to feel that nice gentle stretch in our triceps and our shoulders. Like I said yesterday, we could stay here all day in child's pose. We really could. Breathing, bring that heart rate down and slowly come up into the tabletop and then over to our side. And we're going to extend our legs into a V and then bringing our one foot into our knee, reaching over into our right side there and pulling on our toe. Gentle pull, feeling that stretch in our calf and our hamstring. Switching sides. If you really want to feel a bigger stretch, pull that toe up off the ground and towards you. Couple more seconds to wrap that up. That's awesome, guys. Day 2 is completed. Don't forget your walk tonight. Have an awesome day.